Good morning, students. Welcome in online classes. My dear students, today we have discussed about that the Vedic age. The last part of the Vedic age is what was the Vedic literature and Vedic literature. Then after we have also discussed about that the Vedic peoples, especially in the early Vedic age, the Aryan very well known about the mathematics, algebra, Bijgalit and Rekha Galit. They also know about that so many other well developed astronomy, and they also know about the solar and the lunar calendar into the early Vedic age. So the early Vedic is highly rich into the field of literature, so many literary work done by the early Vedic peoples. Today our topic is later Vedic age. My dear students, as you know, the Vedic age divided into two parts: early Vedic age and later Vedic age or later Vedic period. Early Vedic age also known as the Rig Vedic age, and later Vedic age also known as the Epic age. The Epic age, the time during which the later Vedic period spread in the whole part of India. It was the time period from 1000 BC to the 600 BC. From the time period from 1000 BC, the time period, the span of this period from 1000 BC to 600 BC, the period of known as the later Vedic age, or you can say that the Epic age, because there are two great epic also composed into the later Vedic age. First one known as the Ramayana, and second known as the Mahabharata. Okay, the great two epics composed during the later Vedic period. This period is known as the Vedic period. Okay, later Vedic period. My dear students, in later Vedic periods, the Aryan occupied the whole of northern India, and they also spread himself from the valley of Ganga and Yamuna. Means they left the Sapta Sindhu region, those who are firstly occupied into the early Vedic period, and now they forward themselves from the northwest India, from the northern India. Means from the Sapta Sindhu region, the Aryan pushed forward. From the Sapta Sindhu region, the Aryan pushed forward to the northern India, and they spread himself from the valley of Ganga and Yamuna. सप्त सिंधु रीजन को छोड़कर अब आर्यन भारत के नॉर्दर्न पार्ट में फैलते चले गए, और लगभग पूरा गंगा और यमुना की जो वैली है वो सभी क्षेत्र में आर्यन का बसेरा शुरू हो गया, और इसी को हम जानते हैं, या इसी समय को हम कहते हैं लेटर वैदिक एज. आई होप दैट क्लियर. इफ यू सी द बुक पेज नंबर 85, दिस इज आल्सो गिवन. मींस when the Aryan settled himself from left the Sapta Sindhu region and moved forward to the valley of Ganga and Yamuna to the northern India, this period is known as the later Vedic age. The period from which the later Vedic age spread, it was started from 1000 BC to the 600 BC, is known as the period of later Vedic age. In later Vedic age, so many changes also appear. First of all, changes in the society. In later Vedic period or in the great epic age, but one more important information also, that so many darshan, so many Vedanta, so many Upavedas, and mainly the sixth darshan school of Indian philosophy, the Puran, the Dharma Shastra, and especially two great epic, Ramayana and Mahabharata, give me a lot of information about the Vedic age. Six Dharma Shastra, Vedas, Vedanta, उपवेदास, वेदांग, उपवेदाज, 6 धर्मशास्त्र, पुराण्स एंड especially the two great epic Mahabharata and Ramayana give me a lot of information about the later Vedic age. Upavedang, Vedang, Upvedaj, 6 Dharmashastra, Darshan, the Indian school of philosophy, known as the Indian school of philosophy, give me lot of information about the later Vedic age. In later Vedic age, so many changes appear into the society. First of all, the caste system. In early Vedic age, the caste system was not very rigid, but in later Vedic period, the caste system was very rigid. The caste system was very rigid, means the privilege of Brahman and Kshatri mostly high into the peak, and the Vaishya do their trade and commerce, only they use the trading and commercial activity, and the Sudra survive upper 3 classes, but no one can change their profession. But in early Vedic period, the Brahman can change their profession, the Vaishya can change their profession, but here in later Vedic period, the profession and the caste system is very rigid. No one can left the occupations in later Vedic period, because in later Vedic period the caste system become very rigid. The caste system become very rigid. The Brahman and the Kshatri enjoy many privileges. The Brahman and Kshatri enjoy many privileges. The Vaishya doing only their commercial and trading activity, and the Sudra survive upper 3 classes. Second changes seen in the status of women. In status of women, the welcome of son, the born child of welcome of son is known as the very grateful welcome for the son. But if the girl, or we can say that if the girl child born in the house, this was considered a source of misery. In later Vedic period, the status of women downfall. The status of women is downfall. The status of women downfall means कि महिलाओं की जो पोजीशन थी, जैसा कि अर्ली वैदिक पीरियड में हमने देखा था कि काफी रिच था, स्टेटस ऑफ वुमेन बहुत ही हाई था. विदाउट वुमेन पार्टिसिपेटेड इन द अर्ली वैदिक पीरियड, नो वन एनी रिलीजियस एक्टिविटीज डन. बट इन लेटर वैदिक पीरियड द वुमेन्स not get so many privileges and right. The born of son look as a welcome. जब किसी लड़के का जन्म होता था तो उसे वेलकम के नजरिए से देखा जाता था, सभी लोग उसका वेलकम करते थे. बट the born of any daughter, the born of a daughter were considered as a source of misery. Women were denied to ride the inherit property, and they were not allowed to attend assembly. The women were not allowed to attend the assembly. Polygamy system, rich pick the rich highest. Polygamy system is the practices of multiple marriage. The practices of multiple marriage, एक से ज़्यादा शादी करने को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Polygamy. It was very high and rich practice. In later Vedic period, polygamy system बहुत तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहा था. एक से ज़्यादा शादियाँ करने के लिए कई सारे एग्जाम्पल हमें देखने को मिलते हैं. So the status of women downfall. The born of son considered as a welcome. A son was more welcome, where daughter were source of misery. So we can say here in later Vedic period, the status of women is downfall. The women are not allowed to participate into the assemblies. After that, the whole life of the later Vedic period divided into the 4 ashram. The whole life of the Aryans, into the later Vedic period or the later Vedic age divided into 4 parts. First part known as Brahmacharya ashram. Second part known as Grihastha ashram. Third part known as Vanprastha ashram. Fourth part known as sannyas ashram. Whole life of the Aryan into the later Vedic period divided into 4 parts. In brahmacharya ashram, it was the early stage of the life when when Aryans getting the education with Guru. The education system was orally going on. This was the first stage of the life. After getting the education, there are 3 options. If you want to enjoy married life, then he take the grihasthashram and take all the responsibility of the family into the grihasthashram. After getting the education, the first ashram known as the brahmacharya ashram, after getting the education, after completing the education, after completing the brahmacharya ashram, there are 3 options of the Aryans. Enter, if he or she want to enter into the grihasthashram, they can enjoy and marry, enjoy the family life and take all the responsibility of the family. If he not want to participate into the grihasthashram, then the third option was the vanaprasthashram. It was started till the age of the 75 years. In this ashram, the man had to give up his family life and spend his time in meditations and prayer. Means in vanaprasthashram, the man left his family and do the prayers and meditation till the age of 75 years. If you want to enter into the sannyas ashram, then he also can take and enter into the sannyas ashram. In this ashram, this is the last phase of ashram. In this ashram, this age started from the age of after 75 years. Means सन्यासी को कब मिलता था संन्यास आश्रम? He attended till the age of minimum 75 years and then he entered into the sannyas ashram. Through this ashram, the man life totally enjoy as a sannyasi in the forest. He left his home, he left his locality and enjoy their life as a sannyasi into the forest. So dear students, there are 4 ashrams: first, second, third and fourth. First brahmacharya, getting the education. Second grihast. In this ashram, he enjoyed the married and family life. Vanaprastha, he left his family and to start doing the meditation and the prayer of the God. Sannyas ashram started at the age of 75 years or above the 75 years. In this ashram, the man life totally converted into a sannyasi. He moved to the forest and complete the whole life into the forest for the meditation of the God. So that is the 4th ashram into the later Vedic period. In later Vedic period, the Gurukul system of education is also available. What was the Gurukul system of education? Actually, the first stage of the life was meant for the attaining knowledge in Vedas, logic, ethics, mathematics, astronomy and grammar, medicine, etc. The first stage of the life into the later Vedic period known as the students getting the education with their guru. The education pattern was orally going on among the students. Guru क्या करता था? Orally education को बोलता था श्रवण मनन और निधिध्यासन शिष्य. The student listened very carefully and then after he started the श्रवण के बाद मनन करता था कि जो गुरु ने कहा है उसको मनन करता था, आत्मसात करता था. श्रवण मनन निधिध्यासन और फिर अपने ध्यान में अपने कंठ में उसे वो उतार लेता था. So education system, especially secular area, the people serve the guru by the trading, the cattle working and the fields of the guru. गुरु की सेवा करना और गुरु के घर में रहकर एजुकेशन लेने का काम होता था in later Vedic period. In later Vedic period, the students completing the education at the home of their teacher and the teacher also as a guardian of the students. He play as a role of parents. The teacher play a role, look like as a parents. And after completing the education, the student give them Guru Dakshina. Without Guru Dakshina, the education is not completed. गुरु दक्षिणा में एक शिष्य अपने गुरु को दक्षिणा देता था और तभी एजुकेशन कंप्लीट माना जाता था। ओरल सिस्टम ऑफ द एजुकेशन गोइंग ऑन, मैथमेटिक्स, मेडिसिन, वेद, वेदांत, astronomy, logic, these all are the subject of the education into the Gurukul system of education. This was the first age of life of the later Vedic. My dear students, I hope that you all are able to understand. Tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, when we will discuss, only one topic is left. What was the political life of the later Vedic period and what was the economic life of the later Vedic period and what was the religious life of the later Vedic period. So our topic is, when was later Vedic period started? It was started from 1000 BC to 600 BC. Later Vedic period is also known as the epic age because that time the two great epics are also available, Ramayana and Mahabharata, and many other sources, Dharmasastra, Upavedas, Vedas, 6 important Vedanta. These all are the important source of information about the later Vedic period. In later Vedic period, the Aryan settled himself in the valley of Ganga and Yamuna in northern India, whole northern India occupied by the Aryans. Then after changes in the society, women's status is downfall, caste system very rigid, polygamy system is also very fast going on during the time of the later Vedic period. The 4 ashram, namely Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyas ashram. And last topic, Gurukul system of education. I hope that each and every one you are able to understand.